you will want to work more on semen retention. This is just factual. I'm working more. I just got off work a couple hours ago, and I'm doing these videos, uploads, man. I just feel like working more on semen retention. I'm more healthier. I have more energy. I have more stamina. I have more willpower. I have more confidence. I just believe in myself. I have more faith. But you will work more on semen retention. Like all that laziness that you used to have in you when you was relapsing. See, this is why a lot of you guys are lazy. All the relapsing. When you was relapsing, your side business, you were working on it every now and then, once a month, twice every 2 or 3 weeks. But when you get on semen retention, you're gonna want to work more. That's why I noticed. You can just have more energy. You can just have more willpower. See, the willpower is gonna change your life. It's gonna get you to want to work more. You're gonna want to get up and move. I'm telling you, you're gonna just want to get up and move on semen retention. Because you know your worth. You know that you have all the power within. Powers beyond comprehension. Semen retention is going to give you that type of power. Power that most men don't have to work more. So that regular 9 to 5, man, you're going to feel like that ain't nothing, man. You're going to just want to work more. You're going to want to do something on the side. I'm like, man, I still got more energy left. Let me start this online business. Let me start this other business. Whatever you want to start, man. Any LLC, like I said, that you want to start, you're going to want to start that, man. I'm telling you. Man, I just feel like working more and more and more on semen retention. I just can't help it, man. But this is a good thing. See, because working is going to change your life. See, putting the work in, that's what's going to change your life. Being lazy, no. And complaining and using excuses and acting like a baby and hating on other people that got what you want out of life, and thinking everybody owe you something. See, nah, you're not going to have that mentality. You're going to work for what you want in life. You're not going to feel like nobody owe you nothing. You're going to just want to grind. You just want to grind, man. You're going to be that prime example of a hard worker and a smart worker. Because first you want to notice that you're working smart first. And then once you notice that you're working smart, then you're going to work hard. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's going to be, man. I'm telling you, but you're going to want to work more. You might get another job. You might get 2 jobs. I'm just saying. But you're going to want to work more on semen retention. All that laziness, man, all those excuses that you used to make, you're going to stop making those excuses. You're going to just put the work in. You're going to just want to grind. I'm telling you, you're going to want to grind. That's the type of mindset I got. This is real on semen retention. You're going to want to grind because you're going to want to shine. You're going to want to shine, so you're going to grind. Other people, bro, you're going to leave so many people behind because you want to shine. And that's okay. It's only at the top, but it's overcrowded at the bottom. You see, guys, man, you're going to want to work more on semen retention. I just got that fire in me. I just want to work. I just got that discipline in me, man. I just got that willpower in me, man. I love this journey. This will change your life, man. This is what you need to be on. Stop allowing guys that ain't got nothing going on, that's working a regular job, discourage you from getting on semen retention. Because they discourage you from changing your life. They discourage you from working harder, working smarter. They discouraging you from changing your whole mindset. They doing the bare minimum because they're not on semen retention and they're relapsing. That's, so they're going to try to discourage you not to get on semen retention. Guys, it's nothing but a sign, and it's nothing but a low-level being, a low-level frequency being trying to take you down, trying to put you at a low vibration. They vibrating red. They relapsing every day. They vibrating red, man. Stay away from guys like that, man. Stay on semen retention. Keep grinding. You can get whatever you want out of this life on semen retention. But you're going to work more, man. I just love the work. I love to put in the work. You know, when I'm putting in the work, it just let me know that I'm making progress. You know, I love to see myself make progress. That's one thing about me. I love to see myself making progress. You know, this is why I'm so addicted to success. I just love to see myself making progress every single day. You know, I just love to do better. I just love to see myself grow. Man, I just love to see myself grow, man. Not just physical growth, but spiritually and financially. You know, guys, you're going to work more on semen retention, man. You know, I don't want you guys out here being lazy. You know, laziness is going to keep you in low poverty, man. You know, releasing your seed is going to keep you in low poverty. It's going to keep you from getting what you need. And what you need is semen retention. I'm telling you, what you need is semen retention, man. Semen retention will help you in life. It'll make you, man, your focus will be just unbelievable. You will never thought that you would have this much focus, this much energy, this much willpower, this much work ethic, this much creativity inside of you. You got all this stuff inside of you, man. You're a powerful being. You're a powerful being, man. Don't let nobody discourage you and tell you that you're not, to get you off semen retention, man. Stay on semen retention, man. It's going to give you what you want out of life. Your manifestation. You know, when you're working more, your manifestation gets stronger. And plus, by you just being on semen retention, you get more spiritual. You know, you're connecting with the universe. You know, you're doing positive things. You know, more positive things going to happen in your life. You know, your cup, you know, your cup going to run it over, man, with the fruits of your labor. It's going to run over, man. I'm trying to tell you. Your offering going to run over on semen retention, man, because you're going to work for it. You're going to grind, man. You're going to want to work. That's all you're going to want to do is work. You're going to have it. You're going to have everything you need in you. You're going to become unstoppable, a powerhouse on semen retention. I'm trying to tell you guys, man, this is what a man needs to succeed. But, man, I just want to work. No, I don't have any excuses. I don't have no brain fog. I don't have a negative mindset. I got a positive mindset. No, I got one life. I'm not taking it for granted. So don't take your semen for granted. You know, don't take your semen for granted, guys. You know, you see my self-awareness, man. You know, I heard that car pull in from way back there. But yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, you're going to work harder. You know, your self-awareness is going to be crazy on semen retention. But I'm trying to tell you, man, you're going to work more on semen retention. You're just going to want to work more. You're going to want more out of life. You're going to be just tired of selling it for less. You know, your self-esteem is going to go up. I'm just telling you all the blood raw truth. When your self-esteem go up, your vibration go up. When your spiritual frequency go up, you know, everything goes up. Everything goes up, man. But you're going to want to work more. Man, I just love to grind. You know, I don't have no problem with making these videos for you guys every week, man. Just to make sure you guys are on the right path. Because semen retention, it will definitely change a man's life for the better. No, nobody owe me nothing in this world. I'm going to work for what I want. I want to say I did that. I just want to say I did that. To myself, not to the world, not to prove nothing to the world. I just want to prove myself wrong. I want to prove my old self wrong. That I'm not him no more. I'm not making excuses no more. I'm not blaming nobody no more for what I don't got. It is up to you to get what you want out of this life. You got to work. Okay, then I'll work. Okay, I'll put work in. It don't bother me. I'm on semen retention. I'm happy to put the work in. I'm happy to put the work in. I got the energy. I got the excitement. I got the stamina.